The National Rally leader, Marine Le Pen, has been barred from running for public office for 5 years, starting with immediate effect.
Yeah, not many people saw this coming. Earlier today, Le Pen was found guilty of misappropriating funds from the European Union.
Well, a French court has sentenced her to a 4-year prison sentence, 2 of those suspended and 2 to be spent with an electronic tag rather than in custody. So is this the end of her political ambitions or another peculiar twist in French politics?
Well, joining us is journalist specialising in French and European politics, Alex Seal. Alex, this is extraordinary news. Marine Le Pen was doing rather well in the polls, wasn't she? She was going to be the presidential candidate for the National Rally, and now she's just banned.
Yes, absolutely. It's a historical moment in France today and in Europe, because many far-right leaders in the world are following this case. And so, as you said, that Marine Le Pen has been found guilty of embezzling European funds to finance her French far-right party, the Rassemblement National. So the court has banned her from presenting in the presidential elections in 2027. And the leader of the centre-right party, Les Républicains, called Laurent Wauquiez, said it was unhealthy for Marine Le Pen not to stand in the elections. He said public debate is really important. So in order for French people to show their opinion, they should really vote for Marine Le Pen or for other candidates. And he said it's really a problem for French democracy. And lots of far-right supporters in France are questioning if democracy is broken in France.
I mean, this is the really interesting point, that sort of moderate voices are saying, look, we wouldn't vote for Le Pen, but banning her from these elections is an extraordinary step. And I wonder, have parallels been drawn in France to what happened in the United States with the attempted prosecutions of Donald Trump, which seems to only increase his popularity, his anti-establishment message in the US elections? Could a similar thing happen with the National Rally in France?
I don't think so, but Marine Le Pen said in an interview a few days ago that the far-right leader, Jordan Bardella, is capable of becoming French president. So Jordan Bardella and Marine Le Pen have met each other after the court hearing, and because Marine Le Pen left the court a bit earlier than expected. And so perhaps Jordan Bardella might get a huge stake if he becomes a presidential candidate. We'll have to wait and see.
But he's only 29 years old. I mean, he could be the youngest French president ever.
Macron, he was almost 40 years old when he became president. So it's possible.
Is this a harsh penalty for her apparent crime here?
It is, because, you know, she didn't want to believe the judgment, and the judge really said that it was her party that was getting money. So really, she didn't want to believe these accusations, and lots of people are saying that Marine Le Pen should stand in the election and not.
And Alex, is it quite vague how you can use EU funds? Because, of course, you know, political parties have all sorts of branches and all different types of activities. Is it clear-cut? I mean, is it a mistake that people can make quite commonly, or?
Well, lots of political leaders in France, from the left wing to the right wing, have all been accused of using funds, either European funds, and so. But today, it's really a historical move in France, and so we'll have to. Maybe Marine Le Pen might speak to the press in a few days' time, and she might. But now it's really impossible for her at the moment to be a candidate. But and a few other of her members of the far right, some MPs and some mayors have also been condemned, and so it's really a historical day for the far right and for French politics.
No, absolutely huge day. Well, Alex Seal, thanks for talking us through it. It's really, really significant goings on there across the channel.
Seems extraordinary punishment.
I mean, I don't know how much. It
does sound a little politically motivated. I mean, over in Germany, they were all debating whether they should ban the alternative for Deutschland. And you've got a centre-right person coming out to say in France that she should still be on the ballot. I mean, is this a kind of establishment attempt to get rid of this party?
I'm going to try and be diplomatic here. I don't know how much I should say.
Oh, go on,
but
don't
I have heard accusations of parties in Britain using EU staffing budgets to have staff in their central party headquarters.
Right.
Now, of course, the parties would say, well, they're working on things to do with the EU. This was back when the UK was in the EU. But, I mean, it is certainly the case that some EU staffing budget gets spent in the national country and sometimes in the party headquarters, which is exactly what Le Pen's been accused of doing.
Well, that's why I asked, is it a bit vague? And is this sort of thing just, does it just happen? I don't know. Let us know what you think. gbnews.com/your say.